Great morning. It is Tuesday, and it is an awesome day and a time to get out and just be active and to just move. Me and my husband, we just completed a 3.26 mile run walk, and it wasn't easy, but we was able to get it done. And while we was running, I began to just look at him and measure my endurance and my standards and my goals based off of how fast he was going. And I found myself getting frustrated. And I just had to remember that he's much stronger and faster than I am. And he have different goals than I do. But the thing is, we wanted to motivate each other. We wanted to get out and do something together. But the word of God tells us that the race is not given to the swift, but it's given to the one who endures. And as I was looking at him and I began to just measure myself up against what he was doing, it was becoming a stumbling block for me. Like I said, I was getting frustrated. I was getting angry. And then I started to have all these thoughts like, man, he's doing too much. He just need to stop. He need to slow down. I'm not where he's at. But as God kept on pricking my heart, he said, look, the race is not given to the swift. It is the one who is enduring. I need you to take your eyes off of him. I need you to focus on your goals. I need you to focus on what you are doing. And when I began to take my eyes off of him, then I was able to focus more on my breathing. I was able to focus on more on what we was doing and the intended goal. And then I began to pick up the pace. I began to run a little faster and a little harder. I began to push myself. And my endurance began to just stretch. My stamina rose up. And it put us back into a place where we began to enjoy what we was doing. I was no longer in competition with him. And he definitely wasn't in competition with me. And I think in this life, it's too easy for us to measure ourselves up against other people. We look to our left and we look to our right, and we begin to measure our standard of success by what somebody else is doing. When we do that, it becomes a stumbling block. Whatever it is that you're doing today, take your eyes off the person that's next and that's standing to the left and the right of you. Focus on your goals. Focus on your vision. Focus on the things that you have going for yourself and begin to push yourself. And if you happen to look to your left and your right, let it be as a form of motivation. Look at them and say, Lord, if you could do it for them, surely you could do it for me. Lord, I thank you for the strength you're giving them, because if you're giving them strength, I know you could give it to me. When we look at other people, don't look at it as a form of competition or to measure yourself, but look at it as motivation and begin to thank God, because truly, if God could do it for them, he could do it for you. And I began to just thank God in the midst of us running. Lord, I thank you for my husband, that he's able to go ahead of me. He's able to run a little bit faster. Lord, I thank you that I'm able to keep up with him. Lord, I thank you that you're using him as a way to motivate me. And I had to make a decision to not allow myself, to measure myself up against him and what he was doing, but to use it as a form of motivation. And Lord, I thank you. So whatever it is that you're doing, whatever task you got to handle today, whatever it is, you run your race. Run your race. Run it to the best of your ability. Unveil yourself to the power of God and allow God to stretch you, to strengthen you, and to give you more endurance. It's not about how fast you can get it done, but are you willing to endure it to the end? I want you all to have a blessed day. Just get out and move. When I get out and move, I feel a whole lot better. All right. Blessings.